Hi, Nicole. Hi, Claire. Oh my gosh. A pleasure. Let's get this
Hi, honey.
freaking cord out of the way. Come out of the way, cord. Come out of the way, cord. Stupid cord. Come out of the way.
I hope it works.
Please mute yourselves, or I'll try to mute you here. Yay! All right. I'll do this. Okay, friends. Hi, everybody. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so happy to be here too. For those of you who don't know, I've been gone for the last week or so. I was facilitating a retreat in El Salvador. Super fun, super warm and sunny. Now I'm so freezing. But I have, let's see, I have some more retreats coming up next year, or this year. It's 2025 now. This year, if you're interested. So I have like one more spot in my Joshua Tree retreat in March. I have Costa Rica in May with still like 8 to 10 spots left. And the place we're going in Costa Rica, I'm really excited about. It's a cute little, it's called La Carolina Lodge, and we have the whole entire place to ourselves. There's like a farm there. You can milk cows, you can ride horses. There's a river running through the property. The rooms have like fire heated hot tubs in them. So it's in the jungle. It's not on the beach. I've been to Costa Rica 5 times, and I personally, which is weird because I love the beach, but I personally prefer inland in Costa Rica. So if you're interested in that, all the info is on my website. And then I also have, if you're a real planner for the future, in I think it's October, anyways, in the fall, I have a retreat in Sedona, and I got this really cool place. It's called the Uzu Dome. It's like this big, huge adobe dome. It's really big, and there's a big, huge property again with a river running through. So it will be October. The fall was a really beautiful time in Sedona. I did a retreat there last year. Was it last year? I don't know. Last year or the year before, I can't remember. But it'll be fun. So if you're interested, the flyers are out there. I also have a teacher training starting in March, breathwork teacher training and yoga teacher training. So if you're interested, flyers out there as well. I think that's all. Shall we do the yogas? Okay, cool. All right, my friends. So if you're not already in a comfortable seat, go ahead and take a moment to adjust. And even if you are, you might just take a moment to kind of wiggle around, move around, feel your physical body. So notice, how do you feel? How does your spine feel? How do your shoulders feel? How do your hips feel? And then eventually settle into stillness. So you can rest your hands in your lap. If you want, you could bring your hands to your heart, or even one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Close your eyes, or if you really prefer keeping your eyes open, that's fine, but see if you can soften your gaze. So maybe even gaze down at the tip of your nose. Take these first couple moments to tune in, to become more present, to feel whatever there is to feel right here, right now. So not only are you noticing everything around you, the sounds, the temperature, just a feeling of community in this space, you're also noticing everything within you. So in your own inner world, what's going on this morning? What's there? Are your thoughts really loud? Are there lots of sensations or pulsations in your body? Do you feel excited? Do you feel anxious? Do you feel exhausted? Bored? So just really noticing how you are. And that is the yoga. So we'll move through lots and lots of poses today, but really all we have to do to practice yoga is this right here. Sit and be present and really pay attention. Just notice. If you haven't already, start to connect with your breath, bring more awareness to your breath. If you want, you can even visualize your breath. So use your imagination. However you want to see it, just see your breath flowing through you, up and down the length of your torso. Maybe even out through your fingers, your toes. And then with your next inhale, everybody just fill up as big as you can. So very intentionally, get as big as you can with your breath and hold in fullness. Notice when you hold, are you tightening? And see if you can soften just a little bit around your held breath. And then open your mouth and great big sigh, release. Ah. Good. Do that 2 more times. So inhale, fill up. Take just that momentary pause at the top. Feel this breath inside of you. Let it circulate around this prana, this life force energy. And when you're ready, big sigh, let it out your mouth. Ah. Good. Last one. So biggest inhale you have taken all morning long. As you hold, again, soften around your held breath. And this time, see if you can take an extra little sip of air at the top. Open your mouth and great big sigh. Let it go. Nice job, friends. All right, start to drop into Ujjayi breath now. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. And if Ujjayi breath is something that's never clicked for you before, that's okay. But see if you can stay curious about it. There is something there. Ujjayi means victorious or vibrant, translated from Sanskrit. So this breath, it's victorious, it's vibrant, it's powerful, it's dynamic, strong, powers you through your practice from the inside. But also at the same time, it's calming and regulating. It's slow and steady. There is no rush in this breath. So you're constricting the muscles in the back of your throat, the same muscles you constrict when you whisper, when you gasp, or when you hum. You start to create a little whisper, little oceanic wave sound on the inside as your breath flows through you. No hurry. And as you sit and breathe in this way, just start to circle your torso around. So inhale to come forward and kind of stretch through your front body. Exhale to round and curl in as you pull back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Do this a couple more times. And then reverse direction. So start to take it in the other direction and just feel your spine, your side bodies, your front body, your back body. Nice work, friends. And then whenever you feel ready, go ahead and take this onto your hands and your knees. So from hands and knees, same idea. Maybe cat-cows are where you begin, but you could eventually start to get a little more creative, start to take big circles with your hips, or even draw figure eights with your hips. Maybe it just feels good to move your hips side to side a little bit, like you're wagging your tail. So as you come forward to hands and knees, don't lose connection to your breath. Notice, feel, imagine yourself as some kind of four-legged animal, four-legged creature. And you just woke up from a long winter's nap. You're getting ready to move, to run through the jungle. So how would you stretch? How would you warm up? How would you prepare? Nice job, everyone. And then in your next few rounds, next 3, 4, 5 breaths, no hurry, to start your own transition back to downward facing dog. Nice job. And once you're back in down dog, same thing. Feel around. So maybe shift your hips side to side. Maybe give your head a little shake, yes or no. Remember, I say this all the time, but in down dog, the goal is not to get your legs straight or your heels flat on the ground. So even if you have a great big huge bend in your knees, you're on your tiptoes, that's absolutely fine as long as you're working the length from your fingertips all the way up to your hips, all the way up to your butt. So imagine there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button, and it's literally pulling up and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. If you can feel your breath lifting you up, taking you out of your hands and your wrists. So like your breath creates a sense of buoyancy from the inside out. Take one more inhale into your down dog. And then as you exhale, my friend, look to the top of your mat and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, invitation for a ragdoll pose. Grab opposite arms or even fold your arms overhead. Let your head be very heavy. So bend your knees as much as you need so you can relax your neck. Invitation to bring your feet wider for this first forward fold. So at least hips width distance apart, maybe even a little bit wider. So widening your stance gives your hips and your pelvis more space. So if you have tightness in this pose, then it really might feel better for you to keep your feet nice and wide all the time. And that is perfectly fine. You can bob, you can sway, you can bounce a little bit. So feel whatever there is to feel in your fold. Feel your back body. And imagine you can even breathe down the backs of your legs. Feel that same connection to your center as you felt in your downward facing dog. That invisible rope is still attached to your belly button. It's pulling straight up now towards the ceiling. Take one more deep breath in your fold. As you breathe in, find a halfway lift position. So get all the rounding out of your back spine parallel to the ground. Awesome, Kim. As you exhale, release, let it go. And then do that once more. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen. Stick your butt out, reach the top of your head forward. Exhale, fold. And then this time, we'll take it all the way up. So come through your halfway lift, keep rising, arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Flow with your breath. Inhale, high mountain. Reach up and stretch. Hinge at your hips. Take your slow dive down. Feel your connection to center as you make your dive. Beautiful. Lift halfway with your inhalation. Ardha Uttanasana. Nice, Paul. And as you exhale, fold. Bow. Nice, Myra. From the press of your feet, rise. See if you can lead with your heart as you inhale, arms overhead, stretch tall. Nice, Trish. Hands to your heart center. Exhale. We'll take that one more time through. It's just a half sun salute. Inhale, high mountain. Perhaps try closing your eyes as you dive down this time. So feel your body move through space from the inside. Nice, Ryan. Inhale to your spinal extension. Back of your neck and sides of your neck are long. Exhale, fold. Now root through your feet, connect to your center and rise. Inhale, stretch your arms to the sky, maybe even gaze up. Hands to heart, exhale. Nice work. This time, inhale, arms reach. As you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. So feel your shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. And if you want more, little bend in your elbows. See if you can suction cup your palms together. And then imagine your elbows are also magnetized. Try to squeeze them closer. Keep all of that and start to reach your hands back away from your body. So you should feel, if you're with me, pressing your palms together, magnetizing your elbows towards each other. You should feel what's called muscle energy in your arms. We're working mobility rather than flexibility. So mobility means we're working flexibility, but we still have strength. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale, keep your clasp, hinge at your hips, take it all the way down. Relax your neck at the bottom. Let your head hang. You can give it a little shake or a little nod. See if you can lift your knuckles higher. See if you can lift your sit bones higher. And if it feels too much to be pressing your palms, if you're still doing that, you can let that part go. No big deal. Nice CC. Take one more big, huge in breath. Good, Andrea. Exhale, hands to your low back, then release your clasp. Let your arms hang down. Give them a little shaky shake. Halfway lift position. Breathe in, lengthen up. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. Pause here for a moment. Everybody, spread your fingers wide and actively push into the ground with your fingertips. So feel your strong arms, strong shoulders. Take little rocks forward and back for just a moment, like you're sawing through a piece of wood with your body. Yeah, nice, Amber. So your belly stays strong, your arms stay strong. Awesome, you guys. If you want to come to your knees to modify, please feel free. Next, inhale, that little rock forward, so you're on your tippy toes, and then as slow as you can, strong straight line, lower for 3, 2, 1. Nice, reach all the way down. Let's take a Spider-Man Cobra. So hands frame your yoga mat. You're on your fingertips. Elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift your heart. Tone your belly, navel to spine, protects low back. Exhale, take a little twist to your right. Dip your left shoulder down. Hands wide, so you have space in your shoulders. You should have your hands on the hardwood floor. Inhale, come back through center. Up on your fingertips. Exhale, twist to your left. Yes. Inhale, back through center. Lift your heart. Little tone in your belly. Go one more time each direction. So elbows face straight up towards the sky. Tips of your elbows. It's like a micro shoulder pigeon. Move with your breath. Feel whatever there is to feel. Beautiful. Awesome, Erica. And as you are ready, eventually you'll come back to center. You can hold there as long as you want if it feels good. Downward facing dog. All right, my friends, and just quickly in your down dog, question from me to you. If you would like a hands-off practice today, you don't feel like being touched today, physically adjusted, I do not take it personally. Just let me know by lifting one leg in the air. Okay, awesome. So now if you do feel like lifting one leg in the air and the other just to kind of explore, feel free. Keep your hands there, don't move them. Just let me put my weight on you. Yeah. Nice job, friends. So your hands and your feet, if you're not sure how far apart they should be in a down dog, they're exactly the same distance apart as they are in a plank pose. So if you want to come forward to high plank and then just lift your hips up and back, maybe bending your knees a lot, that's your down dog. Everybody always wants to walk their hands closer to their feet. See if you can give your body space to move into this pose. So with that nice long stance, you still have space to work your down dog, even if you've been here thousands of times before. The foundation of your down dog is your hands, not your feet. So feel your strong hands. Feel your strong fingers. Take one more big inhale. Awesome, Chris. As you exhale, look to the top of your space, step or float, forward fold. Once you've arrived, come straight into your halfway lift position. Inhale. And exhale, let it go, fold in. From the press of your feet all the way up, arms reach, stretch tall. And hands to your heart, exhale. All right, inhale, arms reach up. We'll take a side body stretch. I call this yin yang side body stretch. So right arm underneath, left arm on top. Your right fingertips are reaching for the windows. Your hips are reaching for the windows. And then your left fingertips are reaching for the opposite wall. So it's like somebody's pulling on both of your wrists or both of your hands in opposite directions. See if you can bring more weight into your left foot and shift your hips a little to the left as well, like a crescent moon shape. Take one more deep breath on this side. Yes, awesome, Chris. Inhale back to center, both feet on the ground, both arms to the sky. As you exhale, other side. So this time, left arm underneath, right arm on top. Reach. And sometimes I even like to grab my hip with my left hand and sway my hips to the right side. So remember that crescent moon. Awesome, Erin. Beautiful, friends. Breathe into your right waistline. Breathe in between your right ribs. Soft through your face. Nice dive. Take one more round. Inhale, high mountain, reach up. And as you exhale, little baby back bend. Squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades to curl open, navel to spine to protect low back. Inhale, re-extend, realign, find neutral as you reach up. Exhale, chair plane. So bend your knees, swing your arms back behind you. For now, keep your heels on the ground and see if you can pick up your toes, spread them apart. Make sure all of your toes are facing directly forward. See if you can lift your heart. So rather than looking down and rounding, your gaze is forward and your heart is following. Shoulder blades hug towards your spine. Stay here or rock forward, float up to your tippy toes. Yes. And as your heels lift, now you have more range of motion in your legs. See if you can sit a little lower. Take one last round wherever you are working. Option to stay on your tiptoes if you'd like. Inhale, high mountain, so as tall as you can grow. Big balance challenge. Maybe stay on your tiptoes. As you exhale, take your dive down. So if you're on your tiptoes and it's an exaggeration of what you want to feel every time you dive, weight slightly forward in your feet. Halfway lift, heels on the ground, breathe in, lengthen. Shoulder blades hug your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position, and you take your vinyasa however you like. See you in downward facing dog. Move slowly, move intentionally. Yeah. Big, spacious breath. All right. From your down dog, next inhalation, extend your right leg to the sky. So three-legged. If you want, you could open your hip for a moment or just explore a little bit. Maybe you want to take some circles with your right knee. Maybe you want to circle out your ankle. So just feeling into this posture really intentionally. Notice if you sunk into your left hand or your left hip, and try to keep hugging in towards midline, lifting from that invisible rope that's attached to your belly button. Take one more big inhale. Make your right leg long, strong, and powerful. As you exhale, right knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, round your spine. Stay here as you breathe in. High on your back, tippy toes, lift through your waistline. And then step forward as soft as possible. Yes. Rise up to your crescent lunge. So high on the ball of your back foot, all of your toes face forward. And you're not trying to sink deeply into your lunge. You find your widest stance, and then you find stability. You hug in towards midline. So energetically, front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. We want to plug the femur bones into the hip sockets. From your strong foundation then, your upper body is your expression. So grow into it, feel into it, breathe into it. Lift your heart, be intentional with your gaze, be intentional with your hands and your fingers. So whatever you are doing, you are aware of it, you're feeling it, you're breathing into it. Beautiful poses, everyone. Nice, Maggie. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, let's bring our hands to our front thigh, kind of lean forward a little bit. If it's helpful, you can bring your back foot in a little closer. Draw your belly button in and up. So I want you to feel almost like you're rounding your back, not doing a back bend and arching, but the opposite. Belly button in and up. Feel your low back puff up. Really press into your front thigh. Now see if you can keep that. Lean forward, float your back foot off the ground. So it's a variation of warrior 3. Feel your connection to center and use it to help you balance. So your hips are square, inner thighs face each other. Draw your belly button in and up. Feel that puffing up through your low back. Nice, Andrea. See if you can keep it. And then maybe add some arms. Just an option. You could reach forward, out to the sides, back, hands to heart. You choose. One last round. Strong through your back lifted leg. And slow transition. See if you can land back in crescent lunge. Inhale. Nice, Crystal. As you exhale, bring your hands to the earth. And we won't do this when we're flowing, but for right now, bring your back knee down gently. If you need extra cushion, you can fold over the side of your mat. Half splits, half Hanumanasana. So curl your back toes under if you want to take your hips all the way to your heel. So it's like a half screaming toe pose with your left foot. Or if you want to leave your hips higher over your back knee, that's absolutely fine. Flexion through your right toes and energetically push down with your right heel and try to pull your right heel back. So like you're sticking your right butt cheek out behind you rather than tucking your tailbone and curling your right butt cheek underneath you. Stick your right butt cheek out and reach your heart further forward. Use your breath. Flex your right toes. Press down through your heel. Energetically pull back. Did my music just go out? Oh no, okay, that was just a song. Take 2 more rounds. Nice, low, really good, you guys. Be with the sensation. Even if you're shaking, that's perfectly fine. You're at an edge, soften around it. Next time you inhale, come back to a low lunge position. Lift your back knee up. And then from your low lunge position, listen, pivot your back heel down, warrior 2 stance with your legs. Rise as you are ready, Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. So your back foot is now parallel to the back edge of your mat. Your left toes face directly towards the windows. Your right toes are still facing directly forward. Really wrap your right butt cheek underneath your body and feel your front knee track towards your pinky toe. Yes, awesome poses. Next inhalation, legs stay the same. Reach forward and see if you can feel your rib cage slide. Reach, reach, reach. When you can't reach anymore, tip it over. Right hand towards the ground, left towards the sky, side angle. So your right hand could come to a block. You could also rest your right elbow very lightly on your right thigh. Left arm might reach forward and lengthen through your entire long left side body. Yeah, bicep next to your ear. Keep your heart open, keep your hips open, keep bending your front knee and wrapping your front butt cheek underneath your body. And then are you still breathing those big, spacious, powerful breaths? Press through the outer edges of both feet, front and back. One last round. Good job. Nice, Sarah. As you inhale, reverse your warrior. So stay in your legs, rise up and reach back. Beautiful. So this is not a back bend. Tone your belly and feel that support in your low back. Feel the length in your right side. Maybe your left arm is reaching behind you and forward, or even in front of you and forward, like that yin-yang variation we took at the top of our mats just a moment ago. Yeah, nice, Jamie. So feel that length in your right side, that space in between your right hip and your right rib cage. Breathe into it. One more inhale. Awesome work. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground. Come into a low lunge position. All right, this is a big movement. Root into your right foot. We're gonna come all the way up to a standing staff pose. So root down, rise up. Arms will reach up, left knee will lift in front of you. Flex through your left toes. Hug through your inner thighs, find your balance. We will go back and forth a few times through these 2 postures. So one more inhale in standing step. If you want, you can extend your left leg forward for more. Exhale, low lunge. See if you can touch fingers and toes down at the exact same time. Land softly. Inhale, standing step. So at your own pace, back and forth. Breath to movement. It can go 1 breath, 1 movement. 2 breaths, 1 movement. Just as long as you're being intentional. Maybe you even want to try a warrior 3 on your way down. So really stay connected to your center and really stay connected to your breath as you move. Let the heat build in your right leg. That's what we want. Take about 2 more up and down, slowly, intentionally. Nice, Andrea. Awesome, Erin. Whatever you're feeling, just allow it to be felt. Even if it's uncomfortable, it's only temporary. Next time you land in your low lunge, that's where we're going to stay. So low lunge. And if you need to, take a moment to adjust your legs. Bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot out to the width of your yoga mat. So see if you can today lift your hips up really high. So don't let your hips sink down, and then see if you can let your heart melt down. So maybe your forearms come to the ground. If you have your forearms on the ground, try not to put all your weight in your left forearm. Keep some weight in your right forearm, and keep encouraging your weight to the right. So you're not leaning over and coming out of the pose with your arms on the ground, but you're encouraging a deeper stretch. Your front knee should be on top of your ankle or behind your ankle. So if your knee is in front of your ankle, then walk your front foot further forward or your back foot further back. If you want to bring your knee down for a little less intensity, your back knee, totally fine with me. We'll be here for about 3 to 5 more rounds. And if this is uncomfortable for you, welcome to the club. So see if you can just be with that discomfort for a few deep breaths. Not clenching your jaw, not tightening up around it or resisting, but just allowing, surrendering, softening, breath by breath. Last couple. Good job, my friends. All right, very end of your next exhale, maybe exhale out your mouth if you like. Come back up to your hands if you're not there already, and walk your right foot back to midline so you're framing your right foot, regular low lunge. And then this time we're just gonna root into our right foot, standing splits, left leg floats high. Like a one-legged forward fold, that's all it is. So don't worry how high your back leg goes. If your back foot is an inch above the ground, awesome, that's your pose. Be right there, meet yourself right there. See if you can spread, through your left toes. Feel energy moving all the way up into your left toes. Hug in with your right inner thigh and lift right from your belly button, from your center. Relax your neck. Take one more inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Tuck your left knee into the back of your right knee. Both knees bend, get small, curl in. Inhale, re-extend, standing splits. If you want, you can lift to right tiptoes or even take a little handstand hoppy. Exhale, Shiva squat 3 times like that. Small and compact. Inhale, re-extend. Nice, Ryan. Last one. Exhale, Shiva squat. Small, empty out. Good job. Inhale, re-extend, standing splits. And then this time, forward fold. Set your left foot down at the top of your space. Bring your big toes together so they touch. Little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. So butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. You can choose to lift your heels really high. That will work strength and flexibility in your legs and your feet, your ankles. You could also choose to press your heels down towards the ground. That will work flexibility in your ankles. Maybe even try wrapping your arms around the front of your shins and give yourself a big squeeze. Breathe into your back body a lot. So feel the back of your heart, feel your back ribs, feel your low back. Nice work, everybody. One last deep breath. With your next inhale, spinal extension. Set your heels down, stick your butt out. Spine parallel to the ground. You can widen your stance if you like. Exhale, forward fold. Let's rise all the way up. Inhale, arms to the sky, high mountain. All right, pause right here with your arms reaching up and just check in with your own body, with your own imbalances. So for me, my kind of default is to flare my ribs forward and stick my butt out. Other people, it's the exact opposite. They tuck their tailbone kind of around their upper back. So feel, how can you be more in alignment? Feel a neutral pelvis, feel a neutral spine as best you can. Root through your right foot, float your left knee up. So back to standing staff pose. Left knee is lifted, flexion through your left toes. Yes, good job. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, figure 4 with chair plane arms. So outer left ankle, top of right thigh, swing your arms back as you sit back. Yes, weight in your right heel as you sit back. Keep your heart lifted, just like in chair plane. Feel your shoulder blades hug towards your spine. Keep your left toes flexed. Keep your left ankle strong. We're going to hold this one for about 3 to 5 rounds. So if you want to move and explore in your own way, totally fine. When we're flowing breath to movement, this is where we'll go. So feel free to play. If you fall out, totally cool. That's why we're here. We're just practicing. This isn't a performance. So let go of judgment. Let go of your own criticism. Be compassionate. Be playful. Just be in your body. That's all the intention of this practice is. Connecting with our body. One last deep breath. Your pose. Let's come back to a standing staff. Inhale, reach up, lift your left knee. If you want, you can extend left leg. Curtsy squat, swing your left leg around, left toes off the right edge of your mat, bend both knees, hands to heart, get low in your legs. Now notice, does it feel like your butt's sticking out and you're looking straight down at the ground? If so, see if you can draw the crown of your head up towards the sky, tone your belly, and imagine you're trying to reach your tailbone down. Take little pulses up and down, but stay nice and low. Let the heat build in your legs and send your breath into it. Square hips, pull your right hip back, left hip forward. Your inner thighs are squeezing. Crown of your head is lifting like there's an invisible rope attached to the top of your head now. Get as low as you can. Take one last round. Gaze should be forward, not down at the ground. Good job. Inhale, high mountain. Both feet on your mat, both arms to the sky. Exhale, slow dive. Traction out your spine. Fold. Beautiful. Lift halfway. Inhale. Exhale. Plant your hands. Feet back. However you want to take your vinyasa, do it intentionally. Use your breath. See you in downward facing dog. Nice job. Awesome. Ujjayi, reconnect. All right, from your down dog, inhale, left leg high. And if you want to, you can explore a bit. You can open your hip, you can roll out your ankle, you can circle your knee. Notice when you lifted your left leg, did you collapse into your right side, into your right arm or your right leg? Keep hugging in towards midline with your right inner thigh. Keep lifting from your belly button. Take one more inhale and extend your left leg as long as you can. Make it strong and powerful. Good. Exhale, left knee to your nose. Round your back. Hollow out your belly. Yes, stay here. Lift through your waistline. Round your spine on your back. Tippy, tippy toes. Lift, 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 round. And then step your left foot forward softly. Low lunge. Nice, Andrea. Take your time to rise. Crescent. Strong, powerful stance in your legs. So arms reach up. You're on your back tiptoes, the ball of your back foot. Rather than sinking into it, remember, you're finding stability, your legs or your foundation. So you don't want to feel really wobbly in your legs. You want to feel strong and supported. Hug in towards midline. Front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. Inner thighs squeeze, low belly tones. So as you draw your low belly, or I should say as you draw your belly button in and up, it feels almost like you have a brace around your middle. Take one more inhale. Maybe you gaze up. As you exhale, bring your hands to your front thigh and kind of lean forward. If it helps, you can scoot your back foot in a little bit. Draw your belly button in and up towards your spine. So I want you to feel almost like you're rounding your low back or puffing up through your low back, not arching your back. Gaze down, round. Yes, round. From there, keep that. Lean forward. Not arching, not back bending and looking forward. Round. Feel your core engage. I don't know why people like to back bend in this pose. Feel your core engage as you draw your belly button in and up. Yes, hips are square. And then only if you want to, add some arms. Nice. Awesome. Good. Beautiful. Last big breath. Amazing, my friends. Let's come back. Land softly. Awesome, Whitney. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to your mat. Bring your back knee down gently. Double up your mat if needed. You can fold over the side. And then take half splits, half Hanumanasana. So work your front leg towards straight. If you are bringing your hips back to your heel, curl your right toes under so it's like a half screaming toe pose. Otherwise, you're welcome to leave your hips higher, more over your back knee, and you might kind of walk your front foot forward a bit. Flexion through your left toes and really press down with your left heel. And imagine you're trying to pull your left butt cheek back. You're trying to stick your left butt cheek out behind you and make it as big as you can. As you stick your left butt cheek out, your heart can reach further forward. Yes, so nice. Awesome job, you guys. So use your breath to work the pose. And that little shake you get, that's a good thing. One of my teachers used to call it the sacred tremble. So just let it happen. Be with it. You want to feel your left quad muscle fire as you're stretching the back of your left leg. Take your last couple of rounds. Really good. And then come back to a low lunge position. Lift your back knee up. Pivot your back heel down. Set up your warrior 2 legs. And then rise as you are ready. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. So cartwheel your arms open. Yes, your heart is open, your hips are open. So you're not trying to square your hips forward. You're allowing them to open towards the side of the room. You're not trying to square your shoulders forward. You're allowing your heart to open towards the side wall. Yes, so good. Legs stay the same. Next time you inhale, reach forward. Slide your rib cage. Reach, 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 reach. When you can't reach anymore, only your arms have to change. Left hand down, right arm up. I like reaching my right arm forward, bicep next to my ear. So you choose. Does that feel good? Does that feel beneficial? Maybe you can work the length in your right side. Keep your heart open. Keep your hips open. Keep your breath moving and flowing. If your left elbow is on your left thigh, there's not much weight on it. So you should be able to take your elbow off your thigh and nothing changes about your pose. If when you take your elbow off your thigh, your whole pose falls apart, and that means there's too much weight in your left arm. So just nice and easy. Hold yourself with your legs and your core. Last deep breath. Inhale. Let's take it back to a reverse warrior. So legs stay the same. Reach up, reach back, reverse your warrior. Don't forget about the bend in your front knee and keep tracking your front knee towards your pinky toe. Keep pressing to the outer edges of both of your feet. Maybe there's some sort of yin-yang variation you choose to work. So your expression on this side, connected to your center, navel to spine. Take one last inhalation. Fill up with your breath and reach. Good. Exhale. Cartwheel your hands down. Low lunge. So pivot to the ball of your back foot. Get ready for that great big movement. Left foot is your base. All the way up, standing staff pose. Arms reach up, right knee lifts. Take a moment. Find your balance. Hug in with your inner thighs. Flex your right toes back. And then only if you want, extend your right leg forward. One more inhale in standing staff. Exhale, low lunge. Move in slow motion. See if you can touch fingers and toes at the exact same time. Yes, and then back and forth, just like that. A few more rounds. Slowly, intentionally, not just plopping yourself or throwing yourself up and down. Moving with awareness, with intention, with focus, with breath. Awesome, Jamie. Really good. Beautiful work, you guys. Let the heat build in your left leg. Stay connected to your core. And feel your left foot really rooting down. Take one or maybe 2 more if you're feeling it. We'll meet in a low lunge position. So when you're ready, just low lunge. From low lunge, bring hands to the inside of your left foot. Walk your left foot all the way out to the width of your mat, and you might bring your left foot a little further forward so your knee doesn't come forward of your ankle. Lift your hips higher if you can. So imagine a string that's attached to your sacrum. It's lifting towards the sky. Now see if you can melt your heart towards the ground. So try not to collapse onto your right hand or your right forearm. Press into your left hand or your left forearm and encourage weight towards your left. So you're not using your arms to avoid being in the pose or being in sensation. You're using your arms to take you deeper. Nice, Cece. Melt your heart. Awesome, Erin. Beautiful, you guys. If it's uncomfortable, it's only temporary. You can do anything for 3 deep breaths. Out your mouth anytime. Ah. So good. Nice work. Last breath if you want. That big sigh. Give it to yourself. And rise up to your hands once again. Bring your left foot back to midline so you're framing your left foot with your hands. All right. And then from here, standing splits. So left foot is your base, right leg lifts. And I do not care how high your right leg goes. I only care that you can feel your right leg as it's reaching up. You can feel your right toes. See if you can spread them out. So make your right toes active. Feel your connection to your strong center, your core. Relax your neck. Take one more inhale here. Very good. Shiva squat. Right knee tucks into the back of left knee. Right heel towards right glute. Get small. Inhale, re-extend. If you want, lift to left tiptoes or even take a little hoppy hop. Exhale, Shiva squat. Right heel to right glute, right knee to the back of left knee. Inhale, re-extend, or little hop if you want it. 3 total. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, re-extend. Last time. This time you'll go into your little tiny potato bug ball. So you can set your right foot down. Big toes touch, tuck and curl. Stay in your little tiny potato bug ball as we did last time. Work it as you did last time. Or if you want more of a balance challenge, see if you can turn it into a toe stand. So you'll just squeeze inner thighs, inner knees, inner heels towards each other, towards midline, and see if you can point your knees straight forward. Maybe bring your hands to your heart, balance on your tiptoes. Lengthen through your spine. Draw up through the crown of your head. Soften your face wherever you're working. Last couple breaths. Nice, Kim. As you inhale, heels down, spine long, halfway lift. Widen your feet if you want. Exhale, let it go. Bow. Let's rise. Take it all the way up. Inhale your arms up, high mountain. And this is where we'll pause and check in. So check in. What is your spine doing? What is your pelvis doing? Is there any way you can find more optimal alignment in your body? More neutral through pelvis, neutral through spine. Nice die. Keep your left foot rooted down and lift your right knee up, standing staff. Flex your right toes back towards your shin, even your little baby pinky toes, see if you can get to flex. One more in-breath. And then figure 4 with your chair plane arms. So outer right ankle, top of left thigh as you sit back and maybe reach your arms back. Weight in your left heel. And this one, we're going to hold for a few rounds. So any way you want to play or explore on this side, any way you want to work it. Just be with your breath. Keep the flex of your right toes. Keep your right ankle really strong. Give yourself a couple more. And with your, well, actually stay a little bit longer. All right. With your breath, come back up to standing staff. Arms reach up. Maybe extend right leg forward. And curtsy squat, right toes off the left edge of your mat, hands to heart, get nice and low once again. Yep, hands to heart, get low. Try not to look at the ground and stick your butt out, but reach your tailbone down towards the ground, lengthen your spine, tone your belly. Take your little pulses up and down. So staying low, hips are square, and let the heat build in your legs. If you're going really, really fast, maybe slow it down just a little bit. Yeah. Now as low as you can go, hold. One last round. Nice, Steve. Good, Charles. Inhale, high mountain. Both feet on your mat, both arms reach. And as you exhale, let's dive. Take it all the way down and fold. Nice, Ryan. Lift halfway. Inhale. Exhale. Plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat. This time, any way you want to move through it. Take your time. And either meet back in down dog, or if you'd rather, child's pose. That's a wonderful place to go as well. So choose a position where you can just take a moment to feel your body, to reconnect to your breath. We will now move through that entire flow. Everything we just did, we're going to do it 2 more times. but we'll move just a little bit faster. So that doesn't mean we speed through it as fast as we can using momentum, but it means the opposite. We move really slowly, we move really intentionally with our really slow and intentional breaths. So if I am cueing too quickly, see if you can breathe slower, breathe deeper. See if you can transition slower, more intentionally from pose to pose. If at any time you just want to do your own thing, you just want to take a moment to rest, that is always fine with me. So please, please, please remember this is your practice. You come first, so take care of you. If you are coming with me, find your way back to downward facing dog. All right, Ujjayi breath. Feel it and hear it. Take one more inhale. Lift your hips really high. Exhale, look to the top of your space, however you'd like to get there. Forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway and lengthen. Exhale, release and fold. Beautiful breathing. Rise all the way up. Arms reach as you inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right, here we go. Slow and steady. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, yin yang side body stretch. Right arm under, left arm on top, all the way to empty. Inhale, center, realign. Other side, up and then over as you exhale. Yes, inhale, center, reach. Baby back bend as you exhale. Navel to spine, protects low back, curl open. Beautiful. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Now chair plane or drinking bird. Float to your tiptoes if you would like. Maybe stay on tiptoes. High mountain rise. As tall as you can grow. Possibly stay on your tiptoes. Exhale, dive down ever so slowly. Yes, your core is strong. Halfway lift, heels on the ground. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. See if you can keep that exhale going as you lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Peel your heart open. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Nice, Roxanne. Inhale, take your right leg high. Listen, you can hold or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Inhale, three-legged, reach and lengthen. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Get as high as you can. Push the ground away. Inhale, back up, lengthen. Now everybody, knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly, step through softly. Crescent lunge as you inhale, rise. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Nice reach. Exhale, bring your hands to your front thigh. Draw your belly button in and up, preparing for your balance. Inhale, back foot floats up. Stay here and hold here as you exhale. Option to add some arms if you want. Ah, good. Inhale, back to crescent lunge. See if you can land softly. Reach up, gaze up. Exhale, hands down. Now listen, back foot pivots down, back heel. Inhale, warrior two, rise. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over all the way to emptiness. Nice, Maggie. Inhale, reverse. Stay in your legs, reach up, reach back, lengthen right side. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the earth, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits, left leg lifts. Just one time, Shiva squat. Left knee tucks to the back of right. Inhale, re-extend. Hop if you want. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Curl in and get small. Inhale, halfway lift position. Heels down, spine parallel to the ground. Exhale, forward fold. Nice job. Rise. Take it all the way up. Inhale, arms up. Left knee floats up. Flexion through your left toes. Exhale, chair plane with your arms. Figure four with your legs. Sit back. Inhale, come back to your standing staff. Maybe extend left leg forward. Curtsy squat it out. So left toes off right edge. Get low. Yes, hips square. Inhale, reach high. Both feet on your mat, both arms up. Exhale, slow dive. Takes you down. Good work. Lift halfway. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, left leg high, strong and powerful. Stay and hold, or left knee, right elbow, that little twist across your body, use your obliques. Inhale, reach. Left to left, aim for your armpit, even out a push-up if you're feeling it. Yes, awesome, Marion, inhale, back up, lengthen. Now everybody, knee to your nose, step through so softly, low lunge. Crescent lunge, rise slowly and intentionally, inhale. Exhale, hands to your front thigh, draw your belly button in and up, prepare for your balance, root into your front foot, and lean forward, back foot floats up. Stay here. As you exhale, maybe add your arms. Inhale, come back, crescent lunge, soft landing. Exhale, hands to your mat. Pivot back, heel down, cartwheel your arms up, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, side angle, reach, tip it over. Beautiful work, everybody. And take it up and back, reverse your warrior, left side, really long. Keep the bend in your front knee. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. Right leg lift, spread your toes. One time, Shiva squat. Yes, so good. Inhale, reach. Take a little hop if you want it. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball, all the way to emptiness. Inhale, spinal extension, heels down, spine long. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, take it up. Inhale, arms reach up, right knee lifts, flexion through your right toes. Figure 4 with your chair plane arms. Exhale, sit low and reach back. Good job. Inhale, come back to standing staff. Extend right if you want. Beautiful. Curtsy squat, hands to heart, right toes off left side. Get low, hips square. Reach high, breathe in. Amazing. Little baby back bend, cactus your arms, tone your low belly. Inhale, high mountain, realign. Exhale, dive down slowly. Lift and lengthen, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, down dog. Give yourself just a moment. Notice, feel, breathe. All that space inside of you, what's going on? So not trying to figure anything out, not looking for answers, but just getting more curious. Maybe finding more questions. We will move through that exact same thing one last time, but this time I'm going to add in a few variations. I'm just feeling a little bit lightheaded. I feel like I haven't eaten enough since yesterday, so I'm just sitting by the wall, so don't mind me, I'm fine, but that's why I'm not moving. All right, so if you're coming with me, downward facing dog, take one more great big inhale, push the ground away. I don't like airplane food, guys. Exhale, hands to the top of your space. Step or float, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet and rise all the way up. Reach up and stretch. Hands to your heart. Exhale. All right, last round. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, side body stretch. Right arm under, left arm on top. Reach. Yes. Inhale, high mountain. Take it to the other side as you exhale, all the way to emptiness. Beautiful. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, chair plane or float to tippy toes. Yes, inhale, high mountain. On your tiptoes if you'd like. And then maybe stay on tiptoes, slow dive takes you down into your fold. Heels on the ground, breathe in and lift halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Keep that exhale going as you lower. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, lift your hips. All right, inhale, right leg to the sky. Hang out and hold, or once more, right knee, left elbow, that little cross. Inhale, three-legged. Right to right, aim for your right armpit. Yes, inhale, back up. Now everybody, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly and step forward ever so softly. Crescent lunge, rise slowly, breathe in. Exhale, hands to front thigh, navel to spine, preparing for your balance. And inhale, float back leg up. Stay as you exhale, maybe add your arm. Good. Inhale, come back to crescent lunge, soft landing. Exhale, bring your hands back to your mat. Pivot back, heel down. Inhale, warrior two stance, rise. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over. Now, this is where we will pause. Option to add a balancing half moon if you would like. Reach your right hand forward and maybe float your back leg up. Keep your back leg strong, like you're stomping it on the back wall. Keep your hips open, keep your heart open. And if your back leg feels heavy, it's probably because you're not engaging the muscles in it. Make your left foot active. Squeeze. Take one last big inhale wherever you're working. Maybe lift a little bit higher. Exhale, Shiva squat. So see if you can slowly bring your left knee into the back of right knee and kind of neutralize your pelvis. Inhale, standing splits, everybody. And then exhale this time, tiny little potato bug ball. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow and fold. Rise all the way up. Arms reach up, left knee lifts. Now listen, my friends. Eagle pose this time. Left knee stacks on top of right, left elbow under right. Left elbow under right. Yes. Once you've got your legs, squeeze your inner thighs and sit back. Weight in your right heel. If you can get the second wrap of your toes around your calf, awesome. If not, no biggie. Just keep your right foot active. If you got your arms, see if you can lift your elbows up and away from your chest. Breathe into the back of your heart. Gaze right through your arms. Nice, Charles. Get a little bit lower. Take one last round all the way to emptiness. Inhale, back to standing staff. Exhale, one last curtsy squat, hands to heart. Bend your knees. Inhale, high mountain pose. Optional back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms. Curl open, peel your heart open. Inhale, realign, reach high. Take it down slowly. Forward fold. You're doing amazing. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Strong belly. Inhale, shoulders down and back as you lift your heart. Exhale, down dog. Nice, Erica. Inhale, left leg high. Hang out here if you want, or left knee, right elbow. Push the ground away. Inhale, three-legged. Left to left, aim for your armpit. Yes, inhale, back up. Now everybody, knee to your nose, step through softly. You got this. Crescent lunge, rise, breathe in. Exhale, hands to front thigh, navel to spine. Find your balance as you inhale, float your back foot up. Stay if you can, maybe add some arms, exhale. Nice Trishy, and then come back with your inhalation, soft landing, crescent lunge. Nice Crystal, exhale, hands to your yoga mat. Back heel pivots down, Virabhadrasana 2, cartwheel your arms up. And side angle, reach forward, tip it over, hang out here, breathe here, or optional half moon. Reach your left hand forward, maybe you've got a block. And float your back foot off the ground. Nice, Paul. Strong through your back leg, active through your back foot. Wherever you are working, your back leg is strong. Your back toes, you can feel them, you can wiggle them around. Where's your breath? Is it still big and spacious? One last inhalation. Exhale, Shiva squat. So see if you can bring right knee to the back of left. Feel your spine and your pelvis neutralize. Inhale, standing splits just once. Exhale, little tiny ball, curl it. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. You're almost there. Rise up. Inhale, reach up, float your right knee up, standing stack. Eagle pose, right knee on top, right arm underneath. Right knee on top, right arm underneath. Yeah, you can grab the backs of your shoulders if it feels better. You could also press your forearms and your palms together if that works better. If you've got your arms wrapped, really work on lifting your elbows up and away from your heart. Squeeze your inner thighs and sit back. Weight in your left heel. Amazing work. Gaze right through your arms, focused and alert, yet calm and relaxed all at the same time. Unclench your jaw. Last deep breath. You're amazing. Inhale, come back. Standing staff. Reach high. Last time, curtsy squat. Right toes off the left edge. Get low. Inhale, high mountain. Last standing back bend if you want to. Exhale, open your heart. Low belly tones to support low back. Inhale, high mountain. And dive down slowly into your fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, plank. Pause, stay with me. So you're in your high plank pose, one arm at a time. Come down to your forearms, forearm plank. Elbows under shoulders, hips level with shoulders. You can hold your forearm plank if you prefer, or start to walk your toes in and lift your hips up. Come into a dolphin pose. Do not let your elbows drift apart. Do not let your head touch the ground. Relax your neck and try to press your heart back if you're in dolphin. Imagine that invisible rope. It's pulling up on your belly button. See if you can lift your hips higher. You can be on your tippy toes. You can bend your knees a lot. Relax your neck. Don't strain to look forward. See if you can be here for about 3 to 5 more rounds. If you want, you can lift one leg. You can even take little hops. So one leg lifts and your opposite leg is your springboard. Yeah. Nice job. Exhale out your mouth anytime. Last round. All right, let it all go. Find a resting pose that works for you. Child's, embryo. Maybe you just feel like laying on your belly. Let your shoulders relax. Just feel your body. Feel all that energy inside of you. It's always there. Just harder to notice. All right, friends. Wherever you are at, last couple rounds. And then downward facing dog. Inhale, take your right leg high. And exhale, pigeon pose. Right shin to the top of your space. Set your right shin down nice and easy, and then bring your body down. So please feel free, if you know this pose will serve you better on your back or in some other variation, fine with me. Otherwise, regular pigeon. So think of pulling your right butt cheek up and back, not just plopping onto your right butt cheek. So especially if you are someone who can easily just sit in your hips, try not to do that. Lift your right butt cheek up and pull it back. So just like when we're folding forward, we want to stick our butt out and reach our heart forward. Same thing here. Try to stick your right butt cheek out, pull it back as your heart moves forward and down. Yes, good adjustments. It might feel like you're coming out of the stretch a little bit. That's okay. What you're actually doing is you're plugging the femur bones into the hip socket, so you're not now pulling on tendons and ligaments, which we don't want to do anyways, but you're actually stretching your muscles. So flexibility means you can get a certain range of motion, but mobility means you can get a certain range of motion while still maintaining integrity, strength, structure. So we want stability here. Use your big, deep breath. Notice, did you go somewhere else in your mind? Did you distract yourself? And if so, totally fine. It's normal. We're human. Just bring yourself back. That's the practice. Bring your right hand a little bit wider. And then rather than flopping onto your right butt cheek, keep that. Yeah, that's your pose. If you want to go deeper now, just get your back knee back further. Perfect. So that's it. Nice job. All right, friends, give yourself about 3 more rounds. If it feels like a lot, that open mouth sigh can do wonders. Give that energy somewhere to go. Ah. All right, start to lift your upper body. You're gonna come into a seated position. So you can get there your own way, or if it's available, just kind of sit over onto your right outer hip and then swing your left leg around. Take both legs forward and give them a little shaky shake. And then eventually, right leg extends forward. Bring the sole of your left foot to your right inner thigh. And kind of open your heart towards this window wall. So we're gonna go from one pose to the next, breath to movement, back and forth 3 times, and then we're gonna hold in a forward fold. So this is what it will look like. I'll show you first, then I'll cue you through it. So you'll bring your left hand behind you, your right arm reaches back. We'll inhale to lift our hips, and as we exhale, we'll kind of swing our right arm around and bring our left hand to grab our right foot, ankle, calf, and fold over our right leg, okay? All right, so let your heart open to begin. Bring your left hand behind you, right arm up. And as you inhale, reach your right arm back, lift your hips. As you exhale, work your way into your fold all the way to empty. Pull your right butt cheek back. Inhale, come back, right, left hand behind, right arm reaches back, lift your hips. And then exhale, swing your arms around and fold. Inhale, last time. Lift, open. Exhale, bring your hips down and come into your fold. And this time we'll hold for about 3 to 5 here. So pull your right butt cheek back, back, back. Remember, we want to stick our butt out so we can fold forward. If you need to adjust your hips at all, feel free. You want to square your torso over your extended leg as best you can. Nice, Maggie. Really good, you guys. Keep the flexion through your right toes back and active. Then use your breath to dive deeper. So every single exhale, that's your invitation. Dive a little deeper, fold a little further. Use your breath. Last round. Good job. One more time. Lift and come back to that modified side plank or modified wild thing. So it should feel good now to open. Stay for as long as you want. And then when you're ready, come back down. So this time, just stay right here. Lift your left knee up and step your left foot to the outside of your right thigh. Hug your left knee in and get really, really tall. Puff up your chest. If you want, just an option, you can bring your right heel towards your left glute. All right. Take your left arm to the sky and see if you can reach even higher. Breathe in. Exhale. Twist. Left hand comes down. Right hand can stay where it's at. Or if you're able to, you might latch your right elbow, the other side of your knee. Or if the bind's in your practice, feel free. Try to sit up tall. I don't latch my elbow because when I latch my elbow, my right shoulder kind of collapses forward and I like to keep my heart nice and open, my collarbones nice and broad. So just because you're taking the pose further doesn't necessarily mean you're getting more out of it. Sometimes staying in a less intense version, you will really be able to create more space. You'll be able to take bigger, deeper breaths. So try to let your ego go. And just feel your body. What feels most beneficial? How can your breath flow most fluidly? Last couple of rounds, you might be gazing over your left shoulder behind you. Nice work, my friends. Very bottom of your next exhalation, unwind your upper body. And for a moment, just bring your hands off the right edge of your mat. Take a nice little bow. This should feel good. Your left butt cheek can lift and your back can round a lot. So I even like to really push into the ground and curl in. Even try to twist towards the back wall. It feels good in my low back. So see if you can find something that feels good for you. Breathe into your low back. Last round. And then lift back up. And cross your leggies. Give them a little shake out. Maybe a couple rounds of windshield wipers would feel nice. However you want to transition. We'll meet back in the down dog. So you do you. Sometimes I like to go back from a boat pose, maybe a couple rounds in boat pose or even low boat, high boat. Yeah, nice, Chris, couple times. And then eventually you can cross your ankles, either step or jump back, move through a vinyasa or skip it. So you back in downward facing dog. Yeah, watch out for those hydro flasks. All right, inhale your left leg high. Pigeon pose, left shin to the top of your space. Left knee as wide as you can get it towards the outer left edge of your mat. Doesn't matter if your left shin is parallel to the front of your mat, but the closer to parallel it is, the more of a stretch it will be for your hip. You want your left knee wide so that you're getting a nice external rotation. Good job in your left hip. And rather than just plopping onto your left butt cheek, which I know is so much easier, might even feel like you're getting a better stretch, but we're not stretching the way we want to stretch. We're actually just pulling on tendons and ligaments. So if you don't know what tendons and ligaments are, they are basically connecting your muscles to your bones, and we don't want to pull on them because they don't have recoil like our muscles do. When we pull on them over and over again, it's like a rubber band you use in your hair, like a hair tie, starts to get bigger and looser and stretchier. So over time, if you start to really stretch your tendons and ligaments, one day they might tear, and they are very, very, very hard to heal. A lot of times you have to have surgery. So try to take care of your tendons and ligaments. We want them really strong. Going for stretching our muscle. Yes, you guys, I love it. Such good awareness. Thank you for listening. Take about 5 more breaths. Soft through your face and your jaw. Soft through your shoulders. What would it even feel like if you could soften through your heart? So sometimes softening isn't physical, it's energetic. Give yourself about 3, 4 more rounds. With your last great big breath, cleansing sigh. Start to lift your upper body and ease your way into a seat. So either sitting over onto your left butt cheek or however you need to make that transition for a moment. Take both legs forward, give them that nice little shake out. And then sole of your right foot to your left inner thigh and let your heart kind of open towards this right side of the room. Since you already know where we're going, let's just get right into it. So right hand behind you. Inhale, reach your left arm back and lift your hips up. As you exhale, bring your sit bones to the ground. Reach your right hand to grab wherever you can on your left leg. Fold. Inhale takes you back and up. Open. Create space. And exhale, fold deeply all the way to emptiness. Yes. Last time. Inhale takes you back. Open up. And exhale into your fold. We'll hold for about 3 rounds. Flex your left toes, 3 to 5 rounds. Pull your left butt cheek back and reach your heart. Imagine you're trying to reach your heart past your left knee. It won't happen, but that's the intention you're trying to create. Good awareness, everybody. Flex your left toes and feel your left quad muscle firing, safely stretching through the back of your left leg, your hamstring. Good, Sarah. Last couple rounds. And then as you're ready, give yourself one last heart opener. So lift up, right hand behind you, and use this one as a counter stretch, opening through your front body. Hold for as long as you want to, and then come back down. Once you have arrived back on the ground, lift your right knee and step your right foot to the outside of left thigh. Left leg can stay extended or left heel towards right glute, whatever you prefer. Hug your right knee in, puff up your heart, sit up tall. Take your right arm to the sky, breathe in and sit up taller. Exhale, twist, right hand comes down. Any way you want to work it with your left arm. And be gazing over your right shoulder and use your breath, send it down into your belly every single time. Every single exhalation, twisting just a tiny bit further, wringing out gently. Nice, Paul. Really good, everybody. Take your last round. And then at the end of your exhale, unwind, hands off the left edge of your mat. Take that little bow, that nice counter twist. Curling in, breathe into your low back. It's fine if your right butt cheek is lifting. And then lift your upper body. Uncross your legs. Give them a little shake out. We'll lower onto our back. If you want, here's an option for a little bit of core to bring you down. So just make sure you have plenty of space behind you. Scoot forward if you need. Both legs are extended. Zip your legs together like you have a big mermaid tail. Reach your arms forward. Try to hollow out your belly and lower one vertebra at a time. Don't let your legs lift. Squeeze them together. There's going to be one part that feels really, really, really hard. That's where you hold really, really, really strong. Nice reach. And then when you get onto your back, maybe a full body stretch. Just be aware you might get a little toe tickle, perhaps. Maybe not. And then eventually, friends, just hug your knees in. Take a little rock side to side. And after a few rocks, give your low back that nice little massage. Turn it into a happy baby pose. When you're a happy baby, you want to neutralize your spine as best you can rather than rounding. So pull down with the backs of your shoulders and try to press your tailbone towards the ground. If you want, you might extend one leg and then the other, like you're pulling a bow and arrow. You might even extend both at the same time. And then you guys just take 10 more breaths to complete your own practice, however you want to. So any other poses, maybe you want a supine twist. Maybe you just want to rest with your feet together, knees apart. Maybe you want one last inversion or one last heart opener. Maybe you feel like going straight into your Shavasana, and that's also just fine. Please take your time, no rush whatsoever, but I will read to you as you make your slow transition into your final relaxation. This is called It's Not All in Your Head. None of it is real. The societal timelines, the expectations, the rules we follow that were set for us by strangers who do not know us and do not know our lives. It's all made up. And yet, we let it destroy us. Achieve this by that age, get there by this time. It's bullshit. It was created and contrived, fabricated as an invisible yardstick. And we let it pull us around like a rope around our necks. Let it go. I give you permission to let it all go. Observe how much freer you are and how much less of a failure you feel. You haven't failed when none of it is real. So this outer world, all the rules, all the systems, it's all just made up. What is always present is your inner space. Living a life as an alignment for you might look completely different than it does for someone else. Let go of all those judgments, all those expectations, all those kind of measurements that we put on ourselves in our culture. Just accept yourself as you are, knowing that you are enough. You don't have to do anything to prove it to anybody. For these last few moments, my friends, let your breath become effortless. Let any control or manipulation go. And if you do need to sneak out, please feel free. But for the next about 3 minutes or so, I will use my sound instruments. And sometimes they can be just a little bit intense or even a little bit overwhelming. So just like in an uncomfortable yoga pose, see if you can, if it gets to be too much, if it feels like a lot, just take big, deep breaths and soften around the sound. So imagine your body is just a great, big, wide open space for energy to flow through. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. And just begin to slowly come back into your physical body. Wiggle through your fingers and your toes. Yeah, it might feel good to rub your hands together really quickly, build up some heat, place your palms over your eyeballs for a moment with your eyes closed. Be in darkness. When you're ready, ease your way into a fetal position on either side. Give yourself just a moment. Maybe even use your imagination as you rest on your side body. Visualize your practice, all the energy from it, anything that came through for you. Imagine it just kind of seeping in, integrating it into your being, absorbing in. Use your arms to slowly guide yourself up into seated meditation. So right back where we started. Notice how you feel as you come into your seat. Notice if anything has shifted for you since the beginning of class, physically, energetically, emotionally. Gather your hands into your heart. And we'll seal this practice with one big group Om. So I know sometimes it feels uncomfortable to use our voice, but try not to worry how you sound. Try not to judge how you sound. Just focus more on how it feels to let your voice move through your body and express out. So Om is 3 different sounds. It's ah, o, and So please join me. Exhale, empty out, clear your throat if you need. Breathe in your voice, fill up with it, your expression. Thank you so, so much, my friends, for being here, for letting me guide you. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. All right. We made it. Even me. Thank you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Um, please don't forget to donate if you didn't on your way in. I think most of you are really good about paying, but just a like acknowledgement. By donation doesn't mean free. It means pay what you can. So we pay a decent amount of rent for the space. So when people don't pay, it's kind of frustrating. So please at least contribute. If at the very least, a couple dollars is all it takes, less than a cup of coffee. And when you tell your friends about it, don't tell them it's free yoga. Hello, how are you? I'm good. Oh, I was like a little lightheaded in there. I need to eat. I'm just a little lightheaded. I was like,
Yeah.
I need this. I need more. I think I'm just dehydrated. I just got home from El Salvador yesterday. I just didn't eat very much on the plane. And I think I'm just like, I drank coffee this morning. I was running a retreat. Yeah, it was super fun. It was really good. But yeah, I got home like midnight. I'm like, halfway through class, I'm like, I need to sit down.
Wilby, say hi. You are so good.
You're so welcome.
See you.
So good. Thank you for coming. You look good and strong.
You're right. Jody.
Jody,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm totally
Okay.
I just
To
feel
get life.
yeah, and I've just been like, I passed out a couple times like in the last few months. So I'm just like, I don't want to pass out in the middle of
It's
and I didn't eat a lot yesterday.
Yeah.
Like I think I'm maybe dehydrated, like just the plane, you know, like I just
Yes.
got home at midnight. Yeah, so but I'm good. I feel good now. You're so welcome, Jamie. Look how much Ruby was shedding. What the heck? Weird. She doesn't usually.
You were stronger than ever today.
It was really strong. This is the hardest class I think of the week.
No, 2 Sundays.
Tell me your name one more time.
Oh,
Melissa. Okay.
Melon.
Melon.